Hello, my name is Kevin McLeod, and I am known on overclock.net as Kevin Green BMX. Today I decided to do a little video showing how our computer for Old Dominion's ASV computer will actually be able to operate without any keyboard, mouse, or monitor while it's on the boat. Before I started today, I already have set up the computer with the solid-state drive that was donated by Onions. Thanks again. And I have connected it to my own personal Wi-Fi network. As of yet, I have been unsuccessful in getting this to work with an ad hoc network. So today, let me real quick just show you the state of the computer. All right. This is Little Blue's brain as it sits right now. As you see here, we have the M4 ATX-HV power supply. The blinking light there indicates that it has power supplied to it, but the computer is not on. Here we have the 30 gigabyte Kingston solid-state drive that was donated by Onions. The Foxconn motherboard with 4 gigabytes of RAM and the RASA water block installed. The RASA kit pump and reservoir combination, and the radiator. As you can see here, you can see the power switch that I had just laying around that I'm using to conveniently turn the computer on and off at the moment. And right now, I can have all of the in and out components plugged in just so I can show you some stuff in the BIOS. Let me turn that on real quick and get to BIOS. All right. For the remote desktop to work without the monitor, keyboard, and mouse plugged in, and for the computer to boot with no CPU fan plugged in, I have to disable this halt on errors. Right now, as you see, I have that set to no errors. That enables the computer to boot with no keyboard, mouse, monitor, or CPU fan plugged in. So hit F4 to save, and I will now let it boot into Windows just so you can see that it does in fact boot into Windows from the solid state drive. It is a fairly quick boot too. It's actually quicker than Classy Machines boot. And I have to have a password so that I can use the remote desktop connection software. Otherwise, since it is a computer that belongs to my team, I would have set it to just a blank password. But it does require that I have a password. As you can see, it does boot, and I have all the drivers installed, and everything's working quite well. Now, let me shut down the computer. Actually, before I do that, you'll see that I am connected to my own Wi-Fi down here, as well as having my laptop connected to the same Wi-Fi network. And with that, let me shut down the computer real quick. And I'll let it do that. And now that it's shut down, yes, very quick shutdown time, I will be right back and I will unplug everything that's not necessary. All right, I have unplugged the monitor, mouse, and keyboard so that the only in and out interface that the computer currently has is the power switch as well as the wireless connection. It is currently being powered by the wall charger that I had purchased for it. I have not yet tested it on the battery. I'm still waiting to get the battery from one of my other teammates. Let me just go ahead and turn this on. Now the computer is completely silent in its current state with no fans and just the pump. When I push the power switch, you can now see that this light over here is solid. That means the computer is booting. The only way that I actually can see when the computer is into Windows at this point is when I start getting a normal wireless connectivity flash. I have observed that that indicates that the computer is now into Windows. So let me go over here to my laptop and I will launch the remote desktop software that is built into Windows 7. And I will type in the computer name, which is currently ASV-PC. And I will open up the options here and set the username to ASV. And I will save the credentials. All right. I will now hit connect. And it asks for the password again, which I have again just set to something the whole team can remember. And it is connecting. It's asking for a security certificate. I'm setting it to not ask for this computer again. And with that, I have access to the boat computer through my laptop without having any interface connections plugged into the computer. This is entirely over wireless. The computer was actually able to boot without any connections except for the wireless. And I can do just about anything that needs to be done on here. And so this will allow us to edit our code on the fly while we're doing testing and actually see what's going on the computer while we're doing testing on the boat.